Hello Earth, welcome to episode 16 of season 2 of Making Cell, a series of videos where I record myself designing and implementing a programming environment called Cell. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to github.com/autocolonel/cell, link in the description, or go to the very first episode. I am going to continue where we left off yesterday, which is fixing parsing issues, yay! But I think we're closer than we think. I was just tired yesterday because we now need to fix a few test cases that I put here for paths to text. Yes, exactly. So basically, this input generates this single slash at the end, then two slashes, and then having the slashes in the middle give me also slashes in the middle. So we need to cover for this, and this is just an input thing, two ways of stating the same thing. Then finally the one with the slashes here. Yes, this one. So we had this in the description of the previous episode. And so what we're gonna do is copy this, because I think we have most of this already, believe it or not. What I expect here in the paths to text is something like what? Maybe we can do them one by one. No, it should be fine. I'm expecting really sorry, I just lost it for a sec. Yeah, why is it an array? Ah, because it's multi-lines. Yeah. Okay, I am expecting this. I'm expecting quote space slash slash, is it? Yeah. Then I'm expecting quote slash slash slash. Then I'm expecting slash slash and slash slash and slash a. This is what I'm expecting. Yeah. Of course, we're not gonna get it yet, but we will get it soon. So we have this on the paths to text. So this function called quoter, what we need really is that to be called an escaper. And then we need to basically copy some of the logic. And here what I was doing was removing slashes when I should have added them. That was it. Here yeah, basically I need to deal with the case. Yeah, let's just annotate this, right? We also want this function to be outside because we are going to use it here in the unparsed number part. Unparsed element. Now we can do this. We already had this annotated, right? Yeah, we did. Yeah. Let's repurpose this. then it's gonna be yeah. So now we have this. Then return the textified, the text that when parsed becomes element. For example, 1 becomes 1. Number 1 becomes 1. Text 1 becomes 1. Text space becomes, in essence, the unparser sorry about that, adds back quotes. Adds back quotes and slashes. And slashes that escape literal quotes. That's really it. So now we copy this. The same with 3 lines less. Here, wait, sorry, I broke something here, which is the unparse element. It's in the merge spaces. And this to do goes away because we're going to put it C. Slash with a slash at the end, unparse text, yeah. This is also necessary if the text had spaces in it. Yeah. This is pretty demanding, I have to say. And I have something that I want to forget later, which is multi-line landscaping. I'll get to that later. So we have the unparse element here. Yeah, and then we have what's inside here. Inside the validator, where is it? No, this one, the unescaper. Now we have an escaper here as well. Sorry, I got the wrong name. It's not an escaper, it's unparser. Yeah, that one we can keep there inside. We're just going to take this away. Yeah. Okay, we have that one. I guess we can flip the order there. And if there's a quote there in the text, it has to be a literal quote, exactly, because it's already a parsed element. If it ends with a slash, we have to add one more slash. Yeah, so we can do that. If text match a slash at the end, add a slash, and then I know this is a mess. I'm fixing it now. Yeah. We are getting close. What is it? I'm getting lost here. Yeah, there should be no space. Yeah, did I forget one? Yeah, we have double slashes twice. Right? Why do I have double slashes twice? That makes no sense there. Okay. It's interesting. When I start to understand what I'm doing, things work. The number is the parser, exactly. Okay, let's annotate this and be on our way. This is an empty text, return to double quotes. The number we have, if there is a literal double quote or a white space inside the element, we are going to surround it with double quotes. I need to do the following. If it ends with a slash, add another slash before that one to escape that slash. This avoids that final slash, trying to escape the final non-literal double quote that surrounds the entire element. I know. So with double quotes, and then prepend every literal double quote with a slash. It's a bit confusing because you need to good. That's it. Beautiful. We need to add another test case here. Let's comment this. Let's break it again. No data besides white space. Let me comment this one. If I have that, yeah, those are the ones. Can do dialog. This is a perfect. And if we fix it, interesting, didn't seem to work. Why? Why is it not working? Why is it not working? I don't get it. Ah, yeah, because I didn't put the spaces. Sorry. Dialogue. Now. All right. If I did this, no, that's the same file, dummy. And if I go again and I go to the, if I don't do this, it will break. Ah, beautiful. Are we really done? Yeah. There's I think it's all working. We can do one more just to try something weird. Oh, beautiful. Perfect. The case where we have multi-line characters there and we might have to match the indentations, it would still look really bad. So I honestly don't want to deal with it at all. So let's just see that things are working now. Yeah, sorry, I was just thinking for a minute. This, what was it, cat? Okay, and if we do something like put foo to, no, sorry, foo to the value would be /a, something like that. Yeah, I think that was it. Okay, it's working. I'm happy this is working. So let's just take some XML example. Something nasty. Well, in the JSON examples. We broke it again. Yes. What did I break? So this is a good example. Let's just paste it here. Ah, XML. Where would we be without you? So what is the? I want to understand if the issue is. No, there's no dialogue. So the issue is not the dialogue at all. So I need to basically at least get the error here on the client, right? No, I don't need the error. I need the text to. What is it? I don't understand. Why am I getting this thing here? I don't get it. As a response, I'm setting the data space. Must be good. I think the issue is already in the server, right? Yeah, it's in the server. When I am getting a certain this one. Okay. Yeah, that's the error here. I have a notify function, yeah. Okay. Sure, great. Now I can look at the error again. No space after a quote in this line. So why do we think that these quotes are so there is the gloss entry, right? So I have quotes here that need to be escaped just with a single slash in front. That's it, that's really it. So why do I have two and not one? Yeah, that's the issue. We're adding two instead of one. Well, why? It's not even the end of the line. Yeah, if I would fix this here and here, then it will work. Yes, it works there. Of course, it's a mess because it has to be parsed, but so in the texter, that's the issue, right? The paths to text. Yeah, it has to be in the unparsed element. Yeah, I don't see where the double slashes could come from. If there's because I only do this once, really, the adding of the slash. I'm thinking, huh? Okay, so we need to figure out this, where's the issue? We are encoding it in the server. We're encoding it here as a clipboard. It just posts a file. The plain parse tries to take the text. I'm pretty sure we'll just get the text as is. Yeah, and that goes to put, and put, of course, gets the, yeah. So really, it's the textToPaths that is or is it? Yeah. Wait, what I did there is not right in the server. No, sorry, it is right. I'm just putting something there. Maybe I need to surround this whole thing with quotes. That's the problem, right? But I was surrounded with quotes only if it matches. Or it matches white space. We surround the text with quotes. So if we get rid again of this thing, Same thing. Why? Now it did put the quote before. And I'm escaping the quotes. What's the line? CML. There's something wrong with that slash. What is it? What is it? Why am I looking at the unparser? It's this one that is wrong. The other one. I'm honestly a bit lost here. Again, it's correct what we did to add the quote before. It's not correct is that there's adding double slashes there. So let's just be empirical, because I think this is making it hard for me to get it. So let's just try it to do it like this. Have way too many things open here. Look, we have a slash here, and then an actual quote. Why do we need that? Yeah, there's a few things wrong with this still. Yeah. So I want to look at the post that we do to create. Let's just list the errors. There's only, in the first line, it behaves well. Starting on the second line, things don't behave well. It's an interesting thing, eh? Is it correct that we need to put the quotes around it when it comes? Yes, it is correct, and that's the responsibility of the server. That's definitely correct. If I remove this, and this, and this, and this, it's still wrong, I believe. No, why is it not wrong? If I have a literal quote there. Oh, it's because I'm adding the quotes, right? But do I really need the quotes? Honestly, don't. I don't need the quotes. I should not do this. What did I do? What did I break? Yeah, I'm of course doing too many things at the same time. Okay. If I don't do that, then what do I get? Yeah, of course, there's still quotes around it. There was no need to do it because it's Sim is smart enough to pick up a string and escape it. This is fine. So why? We only have one mystery left, which is these lines. Why do they have the double slashes? We fix that mystery and we're done. Yeah, we're done. Come on. Oh, it's JS2Paths. Is there anything funky about that function? JS2Paths. No, it just gives me paths. It's not doing any sort of parsing. And then of course calls paths to text. And here we can actually simplify it. And do this. Yeah. Regex multi-line. I think I need this. Ah, it's G, I think. Do I need this? No, but this only just once. The match is no, that's fine. This is working fine. The problem is the slash that is being added. Why is it being added twice? What if we do this? Oh, it's the same thing, right? Why? have reached the last resort here, which is going to be this. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Look at that. I see slashes here. This already. It's happening twice. Why is it happening twice? I guess it happens twice because I'm parsing it 2 times, one when I send it and one when I receive it. That's fine. Let's just look at the first time. This one looks correct. It gets. Yeah, I think there's 2 errors here. One is that we are doing this twice. The other error is that we cannot do it twice because we're breaking it, because we're basically adding / quote. We're not supporting the case for / quote. We are just not doing that, and we should be able to support that. Right? Or are we? No, we are supporting it. This would mean, when you would quote it, that there's a single slash and then a quote. I think the issues in our decoder, in the function that looks for. I thought we had covered this already. The one that finds a non-literal quote. If there's. Yeah, this is correct. Okay. So we have 2 issues. Let's write them down. We cannot. We are encoding. We are quoting things twice. We cannot support doing this. Now I understand why I have double slashes. Of course, I have double slashes because those slashes are meant to be literal in the double encoding. So the slash is escaping that slash, so to say slash quote. So we cannot parse something that is valid. Why do we think this is not valid? Let's just make a test case that breaks this. Here we could do something like so this is a literal quote, so we'll just put a quote here then. And what I expect here I expect slash quote GML. That's it. Yep. Okay, we're breaking it again. This is not the case of multi-line, so we can do so it gets 0, 1, 2. Yeah, why is it detecting this to be a literal quote? I think I need to take a break. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So where were we? We found another test case that broke things, but I'm actually not sure if that's a proper test case here. Is this something valid? Here I am putting, oh, I forgot this quote, of course. See, it wasn't valid. Okay. So this has to be a literal slash. What am I expecting? I'm expecting, I need 3 slashes here, yeah, because I need 1 to escape the quote to make sure this is a non-literal double quote, and then actually no, I need 2 slashes really, yeah, and the other one, yeah, I know what the issue is. The issue is that I'm doing this check on the previous slash. Actually, I'm not sure. The problem is this is not the final quote. All my tests before had the double quote and the slash at the end, but this is not the case for this one. Let me just check something. This works, right? Yeah, this works. So what I want is 2 slashes here are going to be 1 slash here. Yeah, so the issue is that I'm expecting this, but I'm getting a no space after a quote because I'm getting, yeah, it's the detection there is failing. Yeah, it has to be on the last quote only. Why the last? What makes it the last? Oof, this is a deeper question. What makes it the last? Because what I'm doing as a human is I'm skipping forward and looking at, of course, this ends here, or this ends here, so this is not the one you're looking for, right? So how I distinguish, because the system saying you are, if you put a slash before the quote, that's a literal quote. If you put two slashes, it's not a literal quote, it's the actual end. So this is not a sequence I'm in a position to write. Because, yeah, it's not a parsing issue. It's like, how am I going to express this? Because that slash really would be saying, yeah, this is a literal one, and if I put a double slash, this is no, it's not an literal. It's a slash. Unless I would do 3. Well, this is getting quite complicated, honestly. Yeah, the problem is one problem is we cannot put a literal slash before a literal double quote. A literal double quote requires a slash before it. If we want to put a slash before a non-literal quote, we also add a slash before it. The combination of these two things clashes when we put a literal slash before a literal double quote. I don't want to use another symbol. I definitely don't want to use a quote to affect the slash. Now, if I use a backslash for this case, am I going to run into an issue with the backlash there? I think I will, because if I want to express a backslash before the slash, I mean, it's way less likely, but still not impossible. So my parsing structure is just wrong. I'm always short one because of these things. It's a combination of these two things. It's very funny how XML, well, I guess passing it twice, right? Because I was doing it twice, generates this issue. So we need to be pragmatic. Now it passes. So now the question is, why is this being sent twice? At least I can try to fix that one, right? I have it here, sorry. I forgot. Okay, so let's understand our own system if we're able to. I'm debugging this. What was the debug? Yeah, here. That was before and after. So it just happened once, right? No. Yeah, happened once. So it didn't happen 2 times. So why is it happening once now? Why? Why? Maybe it was the get. So I see that the debug here, which is inside the unparse element function, is only being called once. Wait. Yeah, but unparse is not what I should be debugging, right? This I should get rid of too. Now then we need to track things. It's really in the paths to text. Now we need to work this. So yeah. So this is correct. No, it's not correct. I still have these double quotes here, which I don't know where they're coming from. What I want to see is, am I making the right call here? That's what I want to look at. If you're watching this, I'm frustrated as you are. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I need to restore this thing. To say I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, come on. I'm pretty happy about that deleting of the file and then just... why is it stuck? I don't get it. Friend cat table. Because I'm pasting it. I'm an idiot, of course. It just breaks very quickly. It breaks immediately. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so I'm putting this on the clipboard. And this is properly escaped. So I'm sending it properly escaped. This is fine. This is great. So now the put is not unparsing it properly. That's the problem. That's the first problem we're having. Why? When I get a call here, I do cell call. Where's the parser? I need to go now, but I'm going to get to the bottom of this, and then we still have to fix the issue with the syntax, right? So here, look at this. It didn't, from the parsing, didn't remove the slashes here. Compare this. This is the same, but look at that. It didn't remove the slashes, the parsing. Why? So textToPaths, it's still failing to unslash. Why? In a multi-line, if I would do this, would it work? Oh, that's not what I want. It still didn't do it, right? No, yeah, it didn't do it. Actually, I can test for this. I don't need to be doing all these involved tests. So I'm going tomorrow, or the next session, which should be tomorrow, I'm going to think of a good solution to how to represent a literal slash before a literal double quote. Those are the ones you have to think in the background, and figure out why. Actually, write a test that removes the slashes from before literal double quotes in textToPaths. Also fix that. If we have these two, Maybe we're ready for HTML. Sorry, XML. Thank you for watching.